Sorry. Or from here. It's following on the metronome. Now that I have that, what you want to do is just make your selection of the track. So I would just want to select the beginning before the bass actually kicks in. Okay, so right up to here. And a quick key to loop the selection is Command L. And then you can see my loop brace just trimmed it to this specific section right there. And I have my drum loop.
One of the things I'm going to go over is, all right, someone just dumps you 5-6 tracks, or you selected maybe just the vocals and maybe some loops and samples from a remix, and you want to get it going, and you want to get your hands wrapped around, well, what tempo is it? Where am I going to go with this? I mean, if it's a hip-hop song and I want to do a house remix, obviously there's some pretty different tempo variants between those, right? So let's start by going to our little browser here, and again, I'm not... There's a DJ in the room. That doesn't sound as perfect as it could be, right? So maybe I'll just try a 151. And I know it's 152, so I would have eventually gotten there, right? You're with me though, right? Now this is, again, assuming that I have a track that was made last week from some digital means that's going to have a locked tempo. It's not some freaky disco record from 1970 that was made on tape that had stretching and pulling, and then it's going to be a little off the chain. That way I'd have to go into work. It's all going to be about what you need to do at the time, right? If you find that that's the way to go, do it. You know, at least all you want to be able to do is work it so you have control over it. And then from there, you can go about chopping it up and moving it around piece by piece, consolidated piece or not. This is just one workflow, right? So I just wanted to show you, this is not the only way to do it. This is my weirdo, freaky way, which seems to work really well for me, and I tend to use it in a lot of different environments.
So I'm just going to go ahead and share some of the crazy stuff I've been doing, and maybe at the end there'll be time for some questions. I'm not going to explain things too thoroughly because there's not a huge amount of time. So here I have all my percussion on this track. And then all the melodic elements split into leads and synth over here, some more harmonic stuff, chords and things of that nature on this group track. And it's all color-coded just to give me an easier picture at a glance of what's going on. I don't want to have to spend too much time squinting at the screen. So I've got different codes going on as to what clips or what color. This is from just they're on different return tracks, so they receive input from the corresponding send dials. So whatever effect is on return channel C, then the send dial C on any given track will send the signal to that effect. Yeah, if you can see, I don't know if I'm in the way, it's the C dial up there. Yeah. As I change it, that sends the signal from that track to track C, likewise. And E is another one. F I put down here because that's just a small room reverb for some of the percussion that I'm not going to want to like automate too much live, so I tucked it away intentionally where the APC isn't going to be trying to access it. And at the bottom I have a chaos pad I'm going to be using during my live sets.